there was something else I need to do. Oh yeah, I need to create the whatchamacallit. Okay, spy. Actually, I'll stay over here for now. Let me go ahead and get this going. See, thumbnail. All right, so let's see. Thumbnail, then my tags. There. That should be it. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, so looking at today's scan watch list, see GTHX leading the way as the percent gainer at 66%. LUMN, we saw that one moving on yesterday, and then in aftermarket it really ripped, up 41%, 23 million shares before the pre-market. It is a mid cap, and GTHS is looking like a small cap. We also had Shopify come up 17%. But what I was really interested in, I really thought that the market was ready to dump. And during the aftermarket, the market rallied. So looking over here, this is what was happening. We saw this big come up and the big dump, and I was like, okay, getting ready to play the inverses. I'll be ready in the morning. And then this morning I wake up and this thing has come all the way back up to where it was. So the SPY not looking as bearish as I thought, and kind of caused me to switch my thesis up and start looking back at the things that are going to be following the SPY to the upside. So I pulled out a couple things to be watching today. Of course, I got SPY up here. I got the QQQs, which follow the SPY. I have the TQQs. And then I have SOX. I was just looking at this one. This is the one that I planned to play as an inverse, but the SPY reverse. So now it's -7 on the day. I try to stick to the green stocks on the day. I just have found that when I trade red stocks, it's like I'm thinking, okay, it can pull a red to green, but that is a lot of work for it to do. And a lot of times it doesn't end up doing it, and I just get caught in a trade that is continuing downward. So I'm looking for green things that have shown some bullishness in pre-market, and going to attack those. So for today, instead of doing SOXS, I'm going SOXL. And then you can look over here at the beta score. This is an inverse. It's got a -4, and then SOXL is going to follow the market and the QQQ, the overall market. And I was looking at the SQQQs as well. The only reason I haven't been trading the SQQs is because of this range. Too small, 65 cents. I need something that can give me $1 easily, so I can get in 100 shares, 200 shares, and get $1 move. I don't want to be struggling out here. Anyway, take that one off, and all of these other ones pretty much meet the ATR requirements. They can give $1 pretty easily, so I'll be except for XOXS, which is red on the day. Not worried about that one. Gonna focus in on I traded TQQ yesterday for a nice little profit. And so I may be attacking it today, or I may be attacking SOXL. It looks like XOXL is receiving more volume though. So more eyes may be over here than on TQQs today. But I'll be watching both of them. As far as small caps, haven't really seen the small caps since the SPY has been doing all these rips, and I didn't want to miss all of this opportunity, so I just have been capitalizing on it. Speaking of the trades from yesterday, so here is Trader Sync. So far with this system, I've taken 60 trades. I'm going for 100 trades to see what I actually need to get rid of or what I need to keep in this trading. So right now I'm at a 70% win rate, and it's been going pretty good. August, I haven't had any reds. It's just been green, green, green. And so I've just been locking in the profit, basically, playing these inverses and the things that follow the market really strongly: TQQ, SOXS. And I actually took some losses on XOXS and made them back. So I kind of dug into a hole and then kind of dug back out of the hole. So sitting pretty good on that as well. Overall, though, the graph, the overview of all of this is looking pretty good on my on what this looks like. And so far, my little equity curve with this system has been kind of sideways, and then we've had some almost breakouts, and then now it's kind of looking like we want to break out with this system. So looking to see if I can continue to make the decisions to keep this thing flowing upward. As far as my thinker, I mean, not thinker swim, trader sync allows you to do a whole lot with graphs and things like that. So you can see where your mistakes are. You can see your hourly, how you're doing on the hourly. My most profitable hour, of course, is after 9 o'clock, because I wait the first 30 minutes of the market and then I get active. Let me see. So weekday looking like Tuesday has been the ringer on the weekday. Monthly, I've only been using this system for a couple of months. So far though, some green. Had one red month that was down $33, but everything else has been pretty up. I do trade things with a lot of volume. I don't really play with, the low volume ones anymore. It's just no point. Not a lot of eyes over there. So, and then I can also break this thing down into mistakes and what's making me the most money compared to what's losing me money out of my setups that I have qualified. And then also the mistakes. So things that are losing me money, things I want to cut out. The biggest one that I just stopped doing was the no catalyst. I just got away from that. I was like, man, you know what? This thing is really cooking my boots. So I'm gonna stay away from that. And so yeah, it's been pretty good going in, and all green trades for this month. This TQQ one, let's go and look at that one. So they give you, I got $1.19 per share off of it. I really could have taken a second entry on it, but I didn't. I was like, you know what, I'm good today. I'm just gonna walk away. I just need more of a cushion on the month. But let's go on down here. These are the setups that I use. I was looking for the ATR high break and hold above ATR highs, which it did. The beta score strongly followed the market, so I was using the market as a parallel. I had the SPY up beside it, and I took this quick little jump in and sold up here for $1.19 in profit. It does not have my profit. I guess it'll be either today or tomorrow when the actual profit, the other graph comes in here where you can see the profit, how it went up or down or whatnot. But I pretty much went directly into the profit on it. And I was like, okay, let's start, pocketing some of this change. Anyway, back over here to the scans. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching SOXL for a pullback maybe to the 30s. It's at 30.68 right now, but it is green on the day, so I'm gonna play it until if it wants to flip sides and go red on the day, then I'll just flip over to an inverse. But for now, SOXL is the one, or TQQQ. But XOXL has that volume though, that 11 million shares traded. That's what I like. A lot of people are already interested, but we'll see. A lot of people already interested. Let's look over here on the big chart. So XOXL on the monthly looking pretty bearish, but on the weekly there was a little bit of a turnaround coming back to the body of this candle, testing the 2941s up here, and now I mean it's up to 30. So it actually, did it break over this little high 3080? Yeah, it did. So it's right up around this little high there on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, let's look at where that's looking. So trading right around here. ATR highs from yesterday was at 31.72. Maybe it can get over that. I don't know. But it's one of those things. It doesn't really, it's kind of like you got to see where it's going to go at the beginning. Does it want to dump? Does it want to pump? What does it want to do? And then I make a decision after that first 30 minutes of playtime. But it's definitely got a lot of volume. Good morning, Lori Lee. Doing pretty good on the month. How's your month been? How have your trades been going, or have you traded anything yet? Are you looking at anything interesting? I almost lost my words. Good morning, Donnell. We're out here today again trying to add a little bit more to the cushion. I really thought the SPY was ready to dump, man. I'm so glad. One of the things I am glad though, I was actually looking at SOXS yesterday when it came down here and the SPY was dumping during the daytime. It ripped. It ripped from 31 all the way up here to 35, and I was like, ooh. I wonder should I just like get a little bit and hold it overnight? Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good idea. It ripped back down 35, 32, all the way back to 30s. And so I was like, yeah, see, that's why I don't do the aftermarket trades. And of course, looking at if we zoom back, we can see, it was already in a downtrend. So for it to continue going up, it was fighting the trend. But glad I waited, used some patience, and now at this point, I'm just waiting to see what the market wants to do today. It is Wednesday. I don't know if it's any kind of news being dropped today, so let's go and look at that. FOMC. Let's go see what's going on. LUMN had a good after hours. Yeah, it did, but I don't like large float stocks that move big in after hours because they come into the intraday and they become a chop factory. It's like they kind of fool you with that big range into the pre-market. Then they come into the day and you see huge wicks. So I'm just like, I don't know about that. It's yes, it had a great aftermarket for the people that trade aftermarket and things like that, but I think it's gonna be choppy today. Plus, it has a ATR of 50 cents, so the average that it moves on a day is 50 cents. So how choppy can it get between a 50-cent move? I mean, if it had an average of like $2, $3, $4, it's like, okay, well, I can at least get $1 in the chop, right? Maybe, but 50 cents, I don't know. Gonna have to do a little bit more than that. Let's look at news and events here. Okay, so this is July 31st. What's happening today, though? Press releases. Federal Reserve Board issues final joint guidance to help certain large banks further develop their resolution plans, and that was on the 5th. A lot of this was on the 5th. So anything happening today, though? Speeches. Nothing that I'm seeing today, though. All right. Well, doesn't look like anything crazy is going to happen, so we'll see how people want to react to the hump day of the week. Let's see what's going on. BBC. Why Harris picked Waltz as a running mate. Lose congressional primary. 3 men jailed. All right, let's go to business. Alaska aircrew detail chaos after mid-air blowout. Interesting. Elon Musk sues Unilever and Mars over Twitter boycott. Okay. Man charged over theft of Bluey coins worth 400,000. I don't even know what Bluey coins are. Online games likely to be hit if strikes continue union. All right. Good, bad billionaire. Oh, you traded it after hours. Oh, Donnell, you're changing your game up, huh? Trading after hours. That's huh. You don't normally do that. But I guess if the opportunity is there and the volume is there, just let it go. Let it rain. Oh, let's see what we got. Rate cuts to fuel house price rises again. Okay, okay. House price rises again. I think the average, what's the average house price now in the US? The average home price in US. 412,000. So the median, that's the median. So there are some low ranges and high ranges, but that's the median. How much is a home worth in the United States? 363K. Okay, okay, okay. So how much is the average rent then? Average rent in the US. It's 1,000 or pretty much 1,300 bucks, 1,500 bucks. Okay, and that is according to August 2023. So could have changed from there to now. Could have went up. Now this one from Zillow is reporting median rent at 2,149 bucks in the U.S. So yeah, rent is up there. Um, cool, cool. Oh, where was I? I was at FOMC. No, I was somewhere else. I was at Bang. Was it this? Okay, error fraud, business tax schemes, blah blah blah. Anything new? So innovations. Let's go. The gravity defying physics of breakdance. Oh wow. Well, that's been going on. That's not really innovation. They've been doing crazy stuff in breakdancing. That's why they call it breakdancing. You come out with so many injuries. It's almost like fighting with the floor. Let's see. Is cold water swimming good for you? But it can keep your body durable, more durable if you do it right and correctly. Um, Cold water swimming good for you. Well, I know ice showers and cold showers are definitely good for you. Why women need less exercise than men? How tapping therapy can help calm your mind. Tapping therapy? Okay. Okay. I guess. Innovation. So this is technology. Government concerned by immigration lawyer hit list. The cement could turn your house into a giant battery. Concrete is perhaps the most commonly used building material in the world. With a bit of tweaking, it could help power our homes too. Okay. AI is hunting cyber bullies at the Olympics. I guess the same thing they do on like Call of Duty and things like that. Just listening in or looking for specific verbiage. Founder of collapsed social media site charged with fraud. Okay, guinea pig. Yeah. All right. Let's go back to this. Let's go to science and health. Reveals Graves' disease diagnosis. Okay. Bone building drug coming from post-menopause women in UK. Coming for post-menopause women in UK. Why Lyme disease can be so hard to diagnose. Okay. What was the other one? Artificial intelligence. We kind of looked at that one already. AI versus the mind. Okay. New Orleans is building a new kind of lighthouse. When a hurricane knocks out the power grid, a handful of community lighthouses could offer crucial lifeline. All right. Paddington Bear. in the Andes. Okay, so I'm just looking around the market on Hump Day. Now I'm over at Market Watch. This Wall Street firm had warned of a summer pullback, and now it has a shopping list. Yup, I did the same thing. While this thing was pulling back, I did the same thing. Added to dividends, bought up stuff, and then created new watch lists of things I want to watch that I want to try to get in if they continue to drop. One of those is Intel, which is at $20 right now. Looking for it to come down a little bit more. Also UPS, I really want that one to continue to drop. Um, it's still over $100, but you know it could drop some more. They've been laying off people and things like that, and Intel has too. But just things to keep an eye on. All right, so back over here to the charts. GTX is just a acquisition, and even now looking at LUMN, um, it's like getting tighter even now. So look at this move from yesterday, 487 up here to 964, and now this range 754 down to 5.6 or 5 or $6 basically. So 7 to 6. I'm wondering, will it tighten up and then end up going down is the question. Still up 44%. Now, for some reason, it is continuing to get volume. Pretty good amount of volume. 25 million shares. I don't know if those are shorts coming in or longs, but it's a little interesting, especially with how it's been moving. But I do know one thing: if a lot of people are holding this and it starts getting shaky, there are going to be a lot of panic sales, and we'll see those big wicks. You know, hitting a bunch of stops and jumping back up, and hitting a bunch of stops and jumping back down. And I hate that kind of movement. And now it is coming on down. Coming on down. Let's see is with the SOXL. What are you doing over here? Still just holding around this 30 level. I got to give this thing some time. I don't know what it wants to do in this flatness, but I don't want to get into some chop on this one either. I want it to make a decision. Either it dumps and really makes a push through the ATR lows, or it goes up and breaks the ATR highs with the SPY is what I'm looking for. Right now, though, let's look over here. The SPY came down here and tested this level again, where the point of control is of the 527. The point of control is just where the most volume has occurred from pre-market to this point, which has been around the 527s. Came up here, tested this 528, came through, tested 529, tested 528. So will it want to move down and go red on the day? It's only up 1%, so it's not a super hard push to get back red on the day. And because of that, I'm definitely going to be watching those inverses, but I don't want to be stupid and end up missing out on, you know, TQQ or something like that. If it does want to continue through this 528 level, 528.50 maybe. But we'll see. We got about 10 minutes to the bell. And things are not looking as interesting as last week, so we kind of just got to be careful. The things that are receiving volume, just let me go look at the news on LUMN. Let's see. LUMN. Lumen Technologies reports second quarter 2024 results. So it's pretty much earnings. AI demand drives $5 billion in new businesses and massive expansion, but that's not really a Lumen thing. Corning and Lumen reached supply agreements on next generation fiber optic cable to support data center AI demands. Okay, so they've had a little bit of good news back and forth, but I'm scared of the intraday action on this one. Best to realize your fear than to just avoid it. There is definitely some backbite that looks like it could happen on that one. Shopify is still holding at 17%, but I got bit by Shopify earlier this what was it, last month or the month before. It just doesn't do what I needed to do. Plus the volume, look at the volume in comparison to LUMN. The volume, 2 million shares in comparison to something that's coming out of pre-market with 26 million shares. And then it also is in competition. Everything on here is the top 25 in the volume, right? And so it is in competition with all of these things that are really drawing attention. So when I look at this, I'm like, maybe today's not the day for that kind of, gamble, because that's what that will be. It will be gambling to say, okay, well, this thing is at 2 million. This is at 26 million. For some reason, this is going to catch up with this today. I'm just like, nah, let me just go with what I got in front of me. This is going to be the winner on the day. SOXL winner. Nvidia, 10 million shares traded on it. It's up 2%. That could be more of a winner. SQQQs, 10 million on the shit. I mean, I'm looking for pre-market action to resolve into the open. Looking for entries, looking for the ATRs to be holding up. Maybe if it does dump, can it come back and reclaim those higher price levels and start pumping up? Is what I'm looking for. So, go ahead and keep looking around. The SPY itself doesn't have a whole lot of volume on it as well, because these past 3 or 4 days it's had 10 million, 5 million at least coming into the open. We got 8 minutes to the open. It's got 4 million to go to get to 5 million. So it's a little bit lower volume than what we've been seeing. And that's why I want to be cautious on the things that are following the SPY, because I don't know which way it wants to go. And I see the chart pattern, but I want to see the aggression from traders to push it in one direction or another. But anyway, if you guys are seeing anything else that's hot that I haven't seen, definitely put it into the chat. Whatever the price range, we'll check out the news and everything else. But we'll see where the flow of attention will go today. And also looking out here on the larger time frame for the SPY, look at this sell-off. Man, this tricked so many people up yesterday. For it to do this and then absolutely recover everything right here. But I guess it did it on this day too. So it gapped down here, gapped up, and now gapping up again back towards these levels in here at the 528 to the 530s. So, just a whole bunch of gapping around. Let's see if there's any kind of news on the SPY today. All right. Press releases, the Zacks analyst blog SPY. Okay, that's any kind of news that makes sense just from a look. Factoring in these two market indicators, don't really care about any of that. Let's go to NASDAQ. Wait, that's not it's NQ. NQ. Maybe that's not the symbol. Let me make sure. NASDAQ, NQ. I thought it was NQ. Or I might need to put E-minis in there. E-mini, that's not it. I don't know. I guess a SPY is the only one. ETF. I don't know. Oh well. Didn't see any news on that SPY one. SPY jumping up here back to the 528s, looking a little bit bullish with this engulfing candle coming into the open. Came down here again to the point of control and bouncing up here to the 528s. Looking very bullish there. So I will definitely have my eyes on XO, XL, and TQQ coming out here into the open. Looking real bullish out here on this 15-minute. 3 minutes left until the open. And let's see, XOXL looking the same way for a breakout over 399, but still, even a breakout here would still be a lower high unless it blasts all the way up here to 3120. Now, the price that I wanted to get XOXS at was $34. This one is at $30. So I'm like, okay, well, at least it's giving me, the price that I want on something that may continue up today. So I could play this one and, see where it goes after we kind of let those first couple of minutes play out. But we shall see. 2 minutes left until the open. Easing on up there. It looks like it wants to break. It probably will at the open. 528.60. Crazy, it's not even moving. Like, the price isn't even moving. I see this movement, but I don't see it, corresponding over here. 50 seconds left to the open, and we're about to get the ATRs out here. This one, the SPY has an ATR of $9.10, so that thing's gonna be way up there. So let's see what it wants to do here. 28, 60, 65s, 30 seconds left. Will it get back under 528.50s here? 528.45, 528.40s, and back over the 50s. Okay, so 5 seconds left until the open. Here come the ATRs. There's the ATR up here. ATR high is quite a bit of ways away, all the way up here at the 529s. You can see full bullish. Where's the bullish start? 528.86. Where's the bearish start? 528.08. Now, if it can break down these lows, it could give some good entries on TQQ and things like that, unless it just wants to dump and flip back over and go red on the day with the SPY. But let's go ahead and jump over to XOXL. This one as well. ATR is way up there, pushing up a little bit. If 528.50s could possibly hold, maybe it'll go bullish, because it seems like that's the struggle point right now, 528.50s. Lumen jumped up 76% up here to the ATR high. It's right at it. So full ATR is at 767. That is going up there and touching real quick, and then back towards the 44s, it starts looking a little bearish, which is already back down to. Look at that. And now here are the bearish ideas, starting at $7, and then full bearish under 677. Now, if you're wondering what these calculations are, they're pretty much the ATRs, taking the average true range, dividing it by 2, and then taking the full ATR without dividing it by 2 and putting it on the charts. That's all this is. All right. So Lumen, Shopify going up there to the ATR highs as well. Up 21% on Shopify. And needs to hold above 65.53. But it's going up to 66 right now. It's almost 5 million shares traded, but 5 million shares is a long way from everything else that it has on the board. SOXS dumped down towards the lows as well. And the SPY is not looking so hot. Let's jump back over here to the SPY. So continue to throw little wicks up here, but not being able to hold up that bullish idea fully above the 528.88. So it's a little bit of bearishness, but if it can get over this, maybe it'll go bullish. But as of now, first 15 minutes, not looking like it's the most bullish action. All right, and SOXL turning around as well. And right now I cannot go into any inverses because all of the inverses are red. I like to get into things that are green so I can have that trend with me. I just don't. I mean, SOXS is down 9%. And I'm like, I just don't want to gamble, that it makes 9%, gets over, goes green on the day and does more. That's like, nah, bro, that's too much work. I want an easy move. LUMN going down towards the full bearish idea. So full bearish is 674. It is holding under that 674 right now, down to 32%. GTHX, that acquisition hasn't really moved much, still up 66%. Shopify though, coming up here, and it may be, one of the few players on the day. The only problem is Shopify has a beta of 2.25. So if the SPY starts dumping, Shopify could follow suit under these 528.50s. So we'll see what it wants to do, or if the SPY just wants to go sideways. If the SPY goes sideways, Shopify could go sideways as well, because it is a little bit of a follower of that action. Lyft under $10 now. Fell, and it's at $9. Airbnb fell 14% as well, from 130 down to 100, and bounced back like a dead cat bounce there for a little bit. Everything else just looking like death. But it's hump day. Green on the week. Don't really have to put a lot on the line. So just looking for a good opportunity that's too good to miss out on. And for right now, I'm not seeing that. Okay, SPY looking a little bit more green. Okay. Where's SOXL? Are you gonna get back up? The SPY is going up. Why aren't you going up? Need you to be over this 31.76. Would be dope. SPY's breaking out highs. Oh, quick tap and then came back down. Oh, wow. That's not good. Okay, quick tap at the ATRs and still finding some type of resistance here at this 529.32. Still bullish idea. It's in between the bullish levels up here. So just need to see this candle close above 529s. There it is, pushing through there. Can it get some continuation though? Another pop down off of that level. But so far, I'm thinking it's still bullish until it's not. So a breakdown of the 528.90s will be like, okay, this thing's a little bit bearish. A little bit bearish, not full bearish. Okay, another try. Can't get it. Push on out of there. Nope. Still hitting that top level ATR there and not wanting to break into a new range. But I'll be patient on the day. If it wants to do it later on the day, cool. I'll be ready to trade XOXL for sure. Yep, there's a break. Now let's look at XOXL. Still not really getting active to the upside though. I don't like that. That's crazy. It's holding down and SPY's breaking out. So let's go check TQQs. TQQs should definitely be out of there because the Qs follow the SPY so much. And now pulling back a little bit. Needs to hold up these ATRs. So ATR full bullish is over the 58s. If it can continue to hold that. TQQ's up 5% right now. And now what I'm looking at, or what I'm looking for, is a pullback above the ATR highs. So give me a red, show me that you can hold this, and then I'm looking for it to go higher. But I also keep in mind where the SPY is. So, you know, look over here, and if the SPY can do a pullback and hold above ATR highs, and the TQQs is doing that, I'm like, all right, we're a little bit bullish. Let's see if we can go on a ride. Anyway, y'all know what I'm gonna be watching today. TQQQ, TQQQ, SOXL. I'm about to get to this morning meeting. Maybe I'll take a trade today. Maybe I won't. I'm already green on the month, green on the week. Just getting these green months stacked up. And so I have like a cushion, a good cushion going into the next couple of months with this same system. I'm not changing anything. I still have 40 trades to take to get to 100 trades on the system so I can see, okay, where's the weaknesses? Where's the strengths? What do I need to keep? Do I need to get rid of anything or anything like that? So, you know, that's what I'm working towards, is those next 40 trades. Right now I'm at 60 trades on the system with a 70% win rate. So, you know, just letting it go. Letting it go. Let it play. Okay, SPY coming back down a little bit. Still above the full bullish idea. It would need to crash all the way under the 528s for me to just be like, oh, okay, this thing is weak. You know, 528.90 there. Let's look at the Qs. Qs doing the same type of move, coming on back down. It needs to stay above 40, pretty much 447 here. The SPY, let me mark this one as well. SPY needs to stay above the 529s. 529, sorry. What else we got? TQQs, and mark that one up as well. Needs to stay above the 50 set, so basically the 58. 57.80 is where the actual ATR is, but I kind of look at these as zones. This is a bullish zone up here, and it's coming back within this zone, and we don't really like that motion. SOXL never did get above its bullish zone and just stayed below. And it's going towards this bearish sentiment here. So this is the first bearish ATR, which is like where the idea of bearishness starts. And then it can push down to this this next one at 30.88 if it can. Lori called out INDO. That's an oil stock. We have seen that one before. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it threw a wick way out here. 364, but then came back under the bullish ideas, all the way back under the 325. So very quick input output. What's the volume on this one? INDO. INDO. 4 million shares traded. So it's let's see, 324. It is a low float. Came up here. Did it have any news on the day? And I'm about to have to get out of here. I just looked at the time. Let me look at this real quick and then I gotta get off. I got to get on down. Okay. INDO. Stop playing. July 16th was the last news. It is August 7th, so no press releases out there. Maybe it's some type of movement based on oil. So let's look at CL real quick. Is it that? I think it's that. Nope. Must be. Is it that? Yeah, crude oil. Okay. Crude oil. This is probably why INDO is getting a little bit of a move. Hold up now. This is why it's probably getting a little bit of move. Oil went up here to the 75s, but it's coming down now. So, yep, there's always some type of parallel. But yeah, I got to get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I will be back on Friday. Wait, today is Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday. If I take any trades, I definitely update you guys in the Discord. And as always, I gotta run. If you're gonna continue to trade, definitely keep your head on a swivel. And that's it. Appreciate you guys once again. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Deuce. I got to go.